One more. One more. We got to go with the Ghost. The Ghost is another one of my favorites. I think you have to start Axe on the Ghost. Of the 3 choices, I think this is the only correct one. I think the Dagger and the Scepter both lack the necessary AoE to actually get you like enough early kill and clear to make money on these maps. Harvest. And now, this is how it all comes down to if you get hosed or not on your starting weapons. If you don't get a Scepter early, you're in a lot of trouble. You really need an early Scepter. Maybe I'm actually supposed to not merge those together so I get slightly more dodge. Oh, yes. Massive. That's actually so huge. Double Scepter. I don't know what your ratios are, Ghost enjoyers, but my default is 3 Axe, 2 Scepter, 1 Dagger until some things change. I find if you don't have a lot of axes, you really lack the wave clear to make money early on. You need a certain amount of Scepter to go there. Like you can maybe switch to more Scepters late game depending on the items you get. I feel like you want more Scepters, but you need more axes. Ooh. I'm gonna be greedy and grab an early tentacle. All right, this is like my dream start. A little bit of harvest. You have all the weapons that you want. Leans you into a form of sustain that doesn't involve having to take like regen or something. You default to 6 of whatever my chosen weapon is, but that's a very me thing. Really? Even I think ethereal is one of those things that you can switch it up. I don't know. It's tough. Like there's a couple of builds that I do hybrid. Thief Dagger, I normally try and mix in like 1 shuriken. 1 or 2 shuriken just so that I can survive horde waves. If I'm doing harvest runs, I normally like to have like whatever my base weapon is and then a sickle or 2 as a finisher. I'm gonna greed a little bit here for 1 more. Yeah, I don't know. There's no like challenge run or satisfaction in my brain of being like, it has to be only the 1 chosen weapon. In fact, one of the things I wish I was better at was recognizing when to pivot. Like if I'm on a gun run and I'm offered like an early cursed ethereal dagger or something like that, there's probably a world in which I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to just take that 1 weapon and get, you know, 1,000,000 attack speed off it or whatever. Riposte is incredible for us here. Oh my God, Clover? Hello? This is such an incredibly blessed run right now. Oh! Yeah, glass cannon. Hello? Do I want that? Yeah, 25 damage seems good. Holy moly. Sure. I'll take a toque. Take a little bit of range damage here. Buy a tree. Take an early pearl as well. Oh, I wasn't on egg watch. Yikes. You take so much damage when you get hit by anything here. Let's try and outrun the amount of damage I'm taking. Gonna try and merge these after I buy this axe. Wave 11 Elite is a little bit spooky. What am I at for dodge? 75? That's pretty good. I'd like to cap it. We'll see what I get from the next level up here. Wave 8 with projectiles is incredibly rude. Having a red weapon by wave 9 is pretty cool too, though. I think the only greater joy than a red weapon by wave 9 is I had Thief Dagger run where I had a hunting trophy on wave 9, and I've been chasing that high ever since. I've been like, oh man, I'm gonna take the dodge here. I think I take Cute Monkey here. Do I take Cute Monkey when I already have double tentacle? Yes. I think the answer is yes. Ooh, Gentle Alien. All right, let's go. So I want to put myself in the bottom right corner so that I can maximize how much I actually land kills with the red dagger so I get more attack speed here. Yeah, the only way this would be better is if I had like a cursed ethereal weapon by now and I was stacking even more aggressively. Good stuff. Little muscly dude, yes please. Snowball, I might just take this so they stop offering it to me. Take crit damage here so I get more sustain out of my, my little homies. You know what? I can afford 3 dodge for a little bit more harvest. Ooh, another axe. Massive. All right. Wave 10's been spooky. I don't think it's killed us, but it sure has tried. And that's also always a good time. Yeah, Ghost and Thief Dagger love bonus enemies. You're just like, yeah, keep them coming. And you're like, well, maybe not that many. Wait, hold on, not like that. I think I fight an elite on wave 11 this time, so we'll see how that goes. A little bit spooky. It'd be really nice if we could max out dodge. If we get up to 100% or 90% dodge, that's the cap on this character. Feel good going into the elite. All right. It's actually less of a downside because I have Pearl. I'm actually going to take it. Oh, okay, we take that for after the elites. Okay, well, I'm locking this whole floor. All right, can I survive? It's Smiley. Imagine if we get Retro Hoodie. Massive. Dream Relic is either a Champion Belt or Retro Hoodie. Sure. Okay, we got more dodge. Nice. That lets me buy these all guilt-free. Wait, I can't afford the lure? Devastating. All right. We're chilling. We're big chilling. $91 dodge. I mean, it caps at 90, but still. Puts us in a very good spot right now. High dodge, high damage, okay amount of sustain with double tentacle if things go poorly afterwards. We're vibing. All right, a whistle? Sure. I think we're kind of just in cleanup step now. Take attack speed? Sure. Oof. Yeah, I really want a cursed weapon, but, you know, other than that, I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now. The fish hook, the item that, like, if you hold, you curse something, is one of my favorite, like, sorry, Ghost is one of my favorite characters to have that item on, because I just think the value that you get out of cursed ethereal weapons is like disproportionately better than most other characters, most other items, to be honest. We haven't had a really good cursed run on this new patch, probably because it's just too dangerous. That's sort of what I'm talking about when you're trying to evaluate how hard the new patch is. The amount of time you have to sort of like experiment or play outside of like just arguably good stuff is a lot lower. which is both good and bad, right? It's kind of a shame you don't get to screw around and do whatever. Okay, this is so good for us. Hello, community support. Take a bit more range in case we get some pierce. So now we're at the point where we could start thinking about changing the ratios, right? Like, now that I have community support, do I still need this? And I think the answer is no. Which is very funny to do right before going into a horde wave, but whatever. I think with the axes, I'm just chilling. All right, I have a red axe in my upper left hand, which means I want to put myself in the lower right corner so I can stack that as much as possible. Gotta love the weekend vibes. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope this has been a cozy start to your weekend. Oh, that was so clean. Wow. A little bit of speed? Sure. All right, can I get something kind of fun? Nope. Huh? Sure. All right, I'm gonna like max out my crit now. Why not? A fantastic accomplishment to mini painting. The stream? You're just like crushing it? Or your weekend? I was a 40K painting enjoyer for a little while. I didn't have a mirror or anything that helped me with super small details, and Joe will remind me anytime I think about the hobby of one time I was so locked in and so focused on like trying to paint. I think I was trying to put a pupil on an eye. Like that small, that I like actually blacked out for a second. I went a little too hard on the focus. And that was the beginning of me starting to back away from the hobby. Another pearl is huge. Take more crit. Don't really want a monkey now. Sure, I'll take a lost duck. Take a tree, take another gummy. When you focus so hard, you disassociate. Yeah, also like a big part of my early hobby of playing 40K was I definitely felt like the Games Workshop in my city was manipulating my friend and I. Because I'd go to the shop and they'd be like, hey, how you doing? I mean, they're like, I'm not bad. And like, yeah, did your buddy beat you with this? And I'd be like, yeah. And he's like, this is what you need to buy to beat him. And I'd be like, that's right. This is what I need to buy him. And then next week, my buddy would go to the store sad and like, hey, you okay? No. Did Surge beat you? Yeah. And they'd be like, you know what you need to beat him? You need to buy this. And then I was like, man, this Warhammer store is just like playing us against each other and they're the only one that's profiting. Like, we're just sad and broke. Hold on a second. Maybe it would have been healthier if there was more than just the two of us in our friend group who were playing. Paint the colored part of the eye first and then add the white outside afterwards. I mean, that sounds really smart. I wish you could have told me that 15 years ago. Warhammer store profiteering like it's World War I. Yeah. Oh, I'm fighting Elite. I like legitimately forgot I was fighting an Elite now. We're kind of just an autopilot on this run now. Which is interesting, because I don't feel like I've hit a turbo at any point. I just feel like we've been consistently getting stronger in a not very exciting sort of way. Yeah, all the painting tricks are always kind of wild, right? Like, start with your darkest color and then add all your shading on top of it, right? You're like mind blowing. You know, the sort of things that just are not intuitive until somebody explains it to you once and you're like, you're the smartest person I've ever met. There's a cool thing I'd heard about for damage on like tanks. So let's say you have like a big tank, right? You base coat the whole thing black. And then what you do is you slightly mist it with water. And then you like sprinkle salt on it or whatever, like salt or sugar. And then you spray paint like the metallic color on top. So you have black, you have salt, and you have like the metallic color. And then you take a very light like sandpaper and you flick away all those salts or all those sugars. And then what that looks like, it looks like bullet holes that have dinked off the paint. It looks like really, really accurate like battle damage. Or like this, or rust is another way to do that too. It depends on what color you want underneath. Yeah, like what? Just genius level tricks over there. Man, this is some powerful nothing I've been receiving here. I can't remember if I kept like one mini. I thought I might have. I thought I sold my entire collection except for one Space Marine that I kept because I was like, I was proud of how I painted this. Just some random homie with a banner. You use water-soluble hairspray as your trick. Neat. One of my friends is a real good painter. Most of his engagement in the hobby now, he still goes out and he plays, but like people literally commission him to paint armies, which I think is very, very, very cool. You used your sister's blush for painting? That's kind of funny. Candle is back. And we've seen a lot of Candle today. Another Gecko. I'm up to 79% crit. We took all this crit and we didn't even get cool crit payoffs, chat. I'm so sad. Like, imagine how cool this run would have been if we'd gotten anything good. You paint and you read the novels, but you don't actually play the hobby anymore. I found playing to be kind of tedious. It's a lot of moving, a lot of little things. I think that's why, what's the 40K game where you have like a squad of like 5 dudes? I think that's why that got so popular. Because even if you're only playing like 1,500 or 2,500 point fights, that's a lot. What's up, Measure? Oh, Potato's been going great. Talking about 40K. Kill team. That sounds right. Am I correct in calling that 40K light? I don't need a medal. I don't need a compass. Sure, I'll take some range. Sure. I feel like since wave 13, this is like one of the more uninteresting wins I've had in a long time. Like, we got nothing, and yet we were still strong enough to just win. We didn't scale our economy. We had like $300 to $400 per floor. All right, GG. Oh, that was fun. What are our final stats here? We got our damage up to 228. That's respectable. We got our max HP up to 235. Yeah. Our attack speed is deceptive because we also had community support, so we're always chilling there. We got our armor down to negative 114. Perfect. But yeah, like, look how few items we had, you know?